All right, Maxie. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Vlad. Hello. Hello, Crazy Fingers. Hello, Linda. Catitude. Connie. Hello, Catitude. Crazy Fingers, your eye is bugging you, so you'll wave. Hello to everybody. Hope everybody is doing well on this Tuesday evening. Mr. Maximus says he appreciates you all coming to see him. He said he's been a good Mr. Maximus. Hello, Tranquil. Hello, Christy. Hope you all are doing well. Hope your kitties are doing well. I hope life is good at the moment for everybody, as good as can be, all things considered. I know he's a good little turkey lurkey. So this is kind of a chilled, relaxed live stream going on today. My wife says, "Isn't it always?" No, because sometimes I try to push memberships or I try to like push to subscribe or things like that. I'm gonna try to be easy on Tuesdays. I'll do more of that on Saturdays. Hello there, Cheryl. How you doing? Hope you're doing well, Cheryl. If hopefully I'm talking to the right Cheryl here. Hopefully you are physically feeling better. I think we had some like back issues going on, and I can definitely relate to that somewhat. Tranquil, you just got paid. Awesome. Hello there, Icon. Same Cheryl, not much better. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, I know you're a Maximus. He says hello, humans. A little personal note here. We just had a third agent come through. So we've met with 3 real estate agents over the last 4 days. We will now talk amongst ourselves and kind of figure out what agent we're going to go with and get this house back up on the market in about a month or so. And hopefully, knock on drywall, we'll get this place sold and move on to our next chapter in life. Hello there, Josephine. How you doing? Hello, Max's belly. He said, "This is a belly. This is my Max belly." Hello there, Ruth. Hello there, purple daddies. This what? Sure. It usually takes a few weeks to get better, but the crazy weather is not happening for sure. If anybody is new here, a big hello and welcome to you. This is Mr. Maximus. Hello there, Lady Sky. Hope you're doing well. Purple baddies, I appreciate the message there. It's all about the community, my friend. I'm not anything without the community that's gathered around and has fostered the sense of belong and the sense of trying to help cats around the world there. Hello there, Margot. Hope you're doing well. Purple Batty, overall, I'm doing fine. Hello there, Bruce. I do work for a school system, those who may not know. So I work with second graders every day, which is a task unto itself. I've been in education for about 10 years, maybe not 10 years, 8 years off and on. But I'm looking to move on back into the medical world. Those of you know, I am looking to probably get into X-ray or possibly into MRI. I have been looking at radiation therapy. Radiation therapy is pretty cool. Well, it's a sad thing because you are helping people who have cancer. You are treating those who have cancer, and you're trying to help them with radiation therapy. It's very interesting. Um, so it is something I'm looking into as well. Bruce, I appreciate the super. Very kind of you, my friend. Hello there, Jordan. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hello there, Alfredo. Catitude. I would call working with kids a nightmare. I can understand. I can understand. It takes a special person to work with kids, and I am very, very special. And Mr. Maximus, he's very special as well. Connie, you just had an MRI at a hospital in Toronto, and the technicians were really good. Awesome, Connie. Hopefully, it's nothing serious, Connie, with the MRI. Share if you want to, of course. You don't have to share it all, but hopefully, it's for nothing, crazy. MRIs can be a little tricky. You can be in that tube for a long time. Hello there, Joseph. Hope you're doing well, Joseph. Oh, the Maximus. So Max is doing good. I don't really have anything no new news for Maxie. He's just kind of Max, so he's doing well. Connie, you had to have an MRI every year as you have a pancreatic cyst. Okay. Does that mean, Connie, do you have to go into the tube fully, or do they stop like halfway for you? Max. 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 Yes, you, Mr. Maximus. Hello there, Rosemary. Hope you're doing well, Rosemary. Connie, you're fully in the tube. Okay. I had to have an MRI done, I think, a year ago for my knee because I have a degenerative disc disease. I want to say no, it's not disc disease. I have like a degenerative knee, and I had to have my knee MRI'd, but I only went like halfway in. Hello there, Cindy. Glad you can join us, Cindy. Glad you can comment. Always nice to see you. Connie, you also have the contrasting dye injection. Okay. Is that stuff warm, Connie? Does it feel like warm when it enters the body? Kind of like a warm sensation? Or does it feel cold? Max, am I boring you? Hello there, Stella. Hope you're doing well. Joseph, so I'm looking into multiple things, Joseph. I'm looking at an X-ray technologist or technician. That is a potential, Joseph. I'm also looking at MRI, which is like a specialized version of imagery. I'm also looking at CAT scan potentially. I'm also looking at nuclear medicine, which is kind of with imaging as well, but it goes into more detail. And I'm also looking into radiation therapy, which is you're working with cancer patients, so that's a little bit more serious and can be a little bit more depressing. But I am interested in what they do as well. And these are all short degrees, so I'm kind of looking at all those things. I would look at sonography, right? So like ultrasound, but my hands and shoulder, I don't know if I want to do that or not because I think that might be a little tough for me. Catitude, pick the one that pays the most. Well, that would be, I think, radiation therapy, Catitude, in due time. Joseph, what did your sister think about nuclear medicine? How long did she do it, and what did she think? Would she recommend it to others? Cheryl, Mr. Maximus reminds you of your Tux Angel. We called him Roly Poly. He's about 13 pounds of love. Okay. Around here, Cheryl, Tiny is Roly Poly, but she's Earthquake Poly. You can feel her aftershocks miles and miles away. Hello there, Sue. How you doing? How are the kitties, Sue? Hello there, Greg. How you doing? Mr. Maximus, do you want Mr. Trout? Do you want Mr. Trout? If there are any new people here, a big hello and welcome to you. Feel free to say hi. We won't bite. We might scratch you a little bit, but this is just a love scratch, a little love tap. Bruce, yes, Max for the most part has kept his food down. He hasn't done any pukey pukes. I think he did puke. What is today? Tuesday. He might have puked on Sunday. But he's only puked a few times in the last week or so, so that is a good thing. Tranquil, you were told about a position opening up in the day. You would rather work at night. You get paid more. That shift differential, right? Tranquil, the shift differential. Tranquil, have you pretty much adjusted to the nighttime working? I'm assuming. It sounds like, looks like. Maxie, you'll give the fishy a kissy. Kissy. No kissy. Joseph, lifetime technical work, but physically difficult too. Yeah, Joseph, I have done shadowing for all of the positions that I just talked about, except for radiation therapy. Wherever we wind up moving to before I get myself back into schooling, I'm definitely going to do some more shadowing when it comes to all these jobs. That's really the cool thing about certain professions. You can job shadow. I think job shadowing is like really, really important. So you really have a realistic up, down, good, bad, ugly. Um, you can really see a lot of things. I wish a lot of other professions you could job shadow because then you really know what you're getting yourself into instead of just like reading articles or watching YouTube videos. It's a little bit different when you're with a person and are able to kind of see the nitty gritty of jobs. Tranquil, you have adjusted. Awesome. Catitude, Catitude Tranquil, and you don't deal with as many people working at night. No, you definitely don't. But you might work with some more interesting people though at nighttime. I appreciate the donation there, Cindy, and anybody who's new who sees this donation from Cindy and the donation earlier from Bruce. Just know that all that money doesn't go to me. None of it goes to me. It all goes to help cat rescues around the world. We donate all of our money back to charity at the end of every month. Oh, I do have some news. Who remembers Nancy? Nancy from Safe Haven. Nancy was a female tuxedo. Hi, Maximus. Joseph at the ER gets crazy at night. Joseph, that's one of the appealing things about MRI because I know with MRI you can eventually work like in an outpatient place where you're just working like, 8 to 5, 9 to 5, that kind of thing, where you're just working during the daytime. But I've heard that you have more patients though, because those patients are more mobile and they can get in and out of the MRI machine, the tube. Um, and then with radiation therapy, it's only during the daytime. So there's a lot. So some people remember Nancy. So Nancy recently, I think 2 days ago, got adopted. So she is another kitty. Thank you for the gift there from Charles Morris. I appreciate the gift there. Thank you, my friend. Um, so Nancy was recently adopted. I need to put it in a community post. The next community post I do, I will mention that Nancy has been adopted, which is great. Hello there, Maya. How you doing? So that leaves just Swiffer and Jazz, who is not in here right now, but that leaves Swiffer, who hopefully will be adopted soon as well. Because poor Swiffer, Swiffer's been there for like 200 plus days. So I really hope Swiffer gets adopted. Swiffer's kind of like Agatha. Agatha was there for like 200 days as well. Hello there, the big meanie. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. Excuse me. So hopefully, I check with Safe Haven every few days or so. I'm just hoping that soon she will be adopted as well. Sue, thank you for the gifted memberships. Let's see who it goes to. My wife, if we're like maybe the fifth time, got a membership now, which is kind of funny. Maya, you have a gifted membership. Alfredo, you have a gifted membership. Lion TV show. I do not know who you are, but you have a gifted membership. And then Leah Hayes, you have the gifted membership. Thank you, Sue, for that kindness. It is quite ironic that like what 3 people who got gifted membership happens to be on this live right now. That's pretty interesting. Eventually, as the channel creator here, I might eventually start doing gifted memberships, but I need to change like the kind of YouTube channel that I have in order to do it. And I'm a little fearful to screw something up, so I've been hesitant on it. But I might eventually change the type of YouTube channel I am, where I can start gifting channel memberships every month, like I think Shelly does. Hello there, Tigress. How you doing, Tigress? Hope you're doing well. We're going to hang with Max for an extra couple of minutes or so, and then we're going to go check on the other cats. My wife, I'm sure if you are still listening to this, can you do me a favor and can you get, I think I left the laser toy plugged in downstairs in the kitchen, so can you bring it up? It would be great if you could do that. Alfredo, can't believe your eyes. Thought it was a fairy tale. Just watching people getting less me. Oh, when I received the email. Yep. Tigress, you're doing great. Awesome. Overall, Tigress, I'm working at a school that's kind of has its good days, its bad days. But overall, we are doing well. Mr. Maximus here is being dramatic. Let me kind of zoom in. Zoom into his drama and his big foot. Now he's hiding his face in shame. He's like, I'm done with you people. I've done the live. You had my 20 minutes or so with me. You need to move on now to another cat. Bruce, Bruce, right now I have what's called like a branded channel, and I need to change it to a personal channel. There is a way of doing it, but again, like I said, I'm afraid of screwing it up and like somehow deleting this channel, so I haven't done it. But being a brand channel, you cannot give out gifted memberships like you can as a personal channel. It's one of those things. Anyways, we're going to say goodbye to Mr. Maximus. I think we're going to visit maybe Rosemary next, because I think Rosemary is just asleep in her room. So we're going to go bother her next, and we're going to say goodbye to Mr. Maxie. Hello, Mr. Maxie. We'll go say bye-bye to you and your toesies. Yeah, correct, Catitude. Being a brand channel, you can never receive gifted memberships either. That is correct. Oh. Hey, Maxie. Never get old and never give up. Bye, Max. Say hello to the boxes. I'm doing this for a long form video and a short. I'm doing something with all of these cardboard boxes. Either that or it's just the newest fashion in people's homes to have cardboard boxes, just scattered. All right, so we have this. Should we go in there first and then go? and then hang with Rosemary. Yeah, we're going to go in the room first. We're going to save Rosemary for last. Come on. Back your man up. Yes, Sue. Words to live by. Where's your face at, Yoda? There's your face. Who do I have in sight? So Pandora's on the bed, Yoda's out, Tiny's out. Everybody else is hidden. Where are all the cats at? Rosemary, you couldn't make a Yoda face. Rosemary, there is a button that you should be able to press. I don't know exactly what it is. There's like an icon that you should be able to press that should open up like all of the pictures. And you can then choose. I think you can also type in like it's something. It's like comma Yoda comma or something like that. I think, Rosemary. All right. What do you have to say for yourself? You always look so offended. Pandora, where are all the other cats at? Are they all under the bed? Hey, Whites. Come here, baby girl. You got a lot of Pandora pictures there, Bruce. There's like 6 Pandoras there. Hello there, KK. KK, you're just checking in, saying hello. You can't stay. No worries. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Good, or night, I should say. Those who have recently recommended me to look into more cat rescues. Oh, there's the baby. I have given the okay. So like Maya, the 4 PAWS International place, that's got the okay. So I'll add them onto the list. I don't know if anybody else is on here who has recently recommended into any place or not. But I've added, I think, about 3 more. So I think we're over 50 now, donation places altogether. Come on, baby. Come on. All right, baby, you got to get your big old head out of the way. I know, you don't want the gunk out of your eyes. Hello there, Tammy. Hope you're doing well, Tammy. Hello, Zelda. Yeah, the big meanie, the little pictures, the little emojis, they are small. I sometimes struggle seeing them myself. Hi, baby girl. Zelda is doing well, all things considered, for her age and medical conditions. So is the baby. So is or not Rosemary. I'm sorry. Pandora. Yoda's doing well. Kit's doing well. Tiny's doing well. All of these kitties are doing well. Nothing really to say about any of them. The kitty Rosemary, it seems like since we started to give her a little bit more medicine, it seems like her food intake has decreased slightly. And what I mean by that is not like her amount of food, but she's not eating as fast. She also has not been as vocal. So hopefully her increased thyroid medication has started to lower her metabolism, so it's not quite as crazy high. And hopefully when we weigh her again, um, I will be able to let you all know that she's gained some weight. That's the hope. Hi, Yoda. Oh, here's a bit of a funny story. So, Yoda is not really funny story, I guess, but just an interesting story. Catitude, are you asking me something? Do you really? I'm not sure if you're asking me or asking something else. So, if I missed something, let me know. But before I've always talked about the praises of Feel Away, but I also, though, like over the last month, said the Feel Away containers are like giving off this like plastic, like this burning smell, so we stopped using them. So recently, we decided to plug them back in and see if the same thing was going to happen. And now, for whatever reason, they seem to be working normally, and they're not giving off this horrible like plastic burny smell. So I don't know if maybe they just needed to sit for a while or do something else. Um, but they seem like they're working fine now. Bruce, what blood work? Hi, Yoda. Tranquil, or Rosemary, you're getting used to your new place, arranging stuff, make better use of the smaller space. Still need to get a smaller sofa and a kitchen table. Alfredo, no, Feel Away does not work with every single cat. And it's like it's a hit and miss for sure. We usually had pretty good success for it though. Or at least it seems like they I don't know, they get along better with the pheromone that it's like supposedly releasing. Either that is just one big scam. You gonna fly out the window, Yoda? Yeah, Tranquil. Whenever you maybe get back to doing lives again, it would be nice to see you, the kitties, and chatting there. Because Tranquil, I mean, besides your live stream, the only other one I go to is just Shelly's, and that's it. And occasionally, I do attend my own live streams. Occasionally. Rosemary, yeah, a lot of people like that short. It's a sloth. We got those for our my nieces a long time ago. It's a big sloth, and then there's also another one that's a bear. A bear. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I did pop on yours as well. But I don't think you've been doing any lives recently. So I just mean, I guess those that usually are consistently or have lives usually going on regularly. I know you've had some pop up lives, but I don't think you've done one in a while. And if you have, I've missed it. Hello there, Dara. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, some people are asking like where we got those at, and we got them from Walmart. I don't remember how much they cost, but we found them in Walmart. We need to weigh this one again. I think most of you remember this one's weight was kind of losing. She was losing some weight. But the last time we weighed her, she actually gained some weight. So when we get her on the scale again, hopefully we are maintaining or maybe gaining a little bit again. Hi, Yoda. You look concerned. Hello there, Cersei. Always nice to see you, Cersei. How are all the kitties doing? How are things up in New York, right? Does anybody have any snow on the ground still? Especially those that are in the northeast part of the country. Hello there, Patricia. If you are new, hello and welcome, Patricia. Yeah, Catitude. I'd hope you don't have any snow down there in that part of the world. Bruce, you don't got anything going on in Indiana? Ruth, where you're at in Pennsylvania, I think. No snow, all gone. Cindy, you got almost 80 today, today and yesterday. Dar, you're dry, and then the 70s in Colorado. And Linda, you don't have any snow either. Cersei, you still got some mounds left that piled up as tall as you. Wow. I'd imagine that's probably the same with KK. I don't know if KK's still on her or not, but I think because I know she's in New York as well. And Connie, you probably up in Toronto or up in Canada. Toronto. I imagine you probably still got some snow as well. Get it, Yoda. I don't know where Tang is. I think he's under the bed for some reason. I'm going to put the camera under the bed because I think Kit's there as well. So let me turn the flash on and let me go under the bed real quickly. Well, at least as far as I'm going to go under the bed. Let's see. So we got Kit, who's hiding there, looking all mysterious. And Orange. Is Orange in his own room? I don't know where Orange is. Oh, there's Screams. Everything melted in Toronto. All right. Hi, Yoda. All right, so we're going to turn this off, and we're going to come back up. All right. Maybe Orange is in the closet. Also, Screams 1111. If you are new, a big hello and welcome to you there. Welcome. Bathroom. My wife, what do you mean by bathroom? You're in the bathroom or he's in the bathroom? And why would he be in the bathroom? Oh, yeah, he does snooze in the bathroom. Yeah, there he is. Actually, so let's go see some Orange. Hey, buddy. You having a hard life? Oh, I gotta get on the floor again. Hey, Mr. Orange. What's up, Tangy? Hi, Yoda. I think Tang is seeking out a cool spot because we're definitely having a little bit warmer weather here. We have to have our AC on. We got Tang, we got Yoda. Hi, Kit. We got the jealous one. Hey, Mr. Orange. If you are new, welcome. Hello. Nice to meet you. My name is Adam. This is Tang. That's Yoda. That's Kit. We live with 9 nutty little animals. The big meanie. I wouldn't be able to keep getting up and down like that. The itty bitty kitty committee in the bathroom. Believe me, the big meanie, I will probably pay for this later in life when I have my knee replaced or knees replaced. A lot of wear and tear. Ooh, Mr. Orange. Yeah, of course, Maya. Yeah. You know, the only thing about that though, Maya, is even though the cats own the home, they don't pay the mortgage. So, you know, they're kind of like free loafers. They're like squatters. So that's the problem. Ain't that right, buddy? Maya, I am sniffing. You know, I still have that habit of sniffing cat litter and catnip. I can't break that habit. Unfortunately, I'm hooked on the stuff. You know, especially the different cat litter. It's smells wonderful, and I can't help sniffing it. You have the judgmental look. Is the mothership coming to get you right now, Yoda? Oops. I turned off the video there for a second. Wrong button. I was trying to do something else. There we go. So the video is back. It was gone for a second. This is Yoda contacting the mothership. I'll probably make a short out of that or something, maybe. I don't know. Hello there, Lulu. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. No attitude, that's just me pressing buttons. You know, I'm the kind of person, I get into a new car, a rental, and I like to play with all the buttons to see what they do. I can't help it. What else is on here? There's lighting, there's flash, there's a green screen, a highlight, a retouch. There's stickers. What do stickers do? Oh, okay. We don't want to do that. What else is there? Effects. What kind of effects are there? Oh, so there's a kaleidoscope. So that's kind of weird looking. Do y'all see that or not? Yeah, let's see if y'all see this. Yeah, so now there's 2 Yodas. That's pretty scary. Now Yoda has like 1 head and like 3 eyeballs. All right, I'm going to fool around with this for just a few moments here. What else is there? Oh, here we go. Now there's like 4 Yodas. What else is there? All right, so that effect doesn't really work. Never mind. There's big head. We can't do it on a cat, apparently. Extra eyes, mirror image, stained glass. Well, that one's kind of weird. Here we go. This one's kind of cool, actually. It's a thermal cam. Hi, Yoda. So I always say I got warm blood, and look at that. My arm is like really red. I got a lot of hot blood there. Hi, Yoda. You got green eyeballs, buddy. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna mess around just for a few more minutes with this. All right, we're gonna take those off. Makeup. I can't do anything with makeup. Lenses. That one's kind of weird. Where is this? This is, yeah, North Carolina. Yoda kind of looks like a pastel painting. There's probably some new people that are like popping on this. Is like, what is this channel? Like, what's going on here? There we go. We got inverted Yoda now. Now Yoda looks like a Siamese cat. Hey, buddy. Now your black is white and your white is black. Maya lost it a long time ago. What else do we got here? Blue. Blue's okay. We got that. Let's real quickly, let's x-ray what the other cats look like, and then we're going to get this back. Okay. Because it's getting time to hang out with Rosie. So let's see what the other x-ray cats look like. Hi, baby. Actually, can you guess the cat? Bye, Cheryl. Have yourself a good night. Can we guess who is this cat right here? Who is this? White one. I hear a lot of Zeldas and kits. Okay, so this is, let's reveal, that is Tang. So that is Tang. Let's do this again. Let's turn it back on. So that's Tang. Who is this? Yeah, this live stream's kind of gone off the rails somewhat with me playing with filters. That's why I say I have ADHD or something. All right, so we got some Zeldas. So let me turn it off. Yep, it is Miss Zelda. All right, one more. Then we're going to go start to hang with Miss Rosemary. I'm going to turn it on again. Who is this cat? Oh, I can't. I don't want to touch because it'll give it away. Screams, you had a 19, or you had a 19, you had a 19-year-old, or you were with a kitty, 19-year-old named Kit. Awesome, Screams. This one has glowing eyeballs. All right, and yep, that is Pandora. You know, maybe when Shelly has a live again, I'll ask her, hey, play around with these buttons with the kitties. I think it'll be pretty funny. Anyways, let's say goodbye to these group. So we'll say goodbye to Kit, Yoda, Pandora, Tiny, Tang, the baby, and Zelda. And we're going to go hang out with Miss Rosie. I'll put Miss Rosie maybe in different colors as well, just for a moment. You want to eat it? You want to chew on it? You know you want to chew on it. All right. Make sure that closes. Got our bookcase of shame still down there. And yes. All right, Rosie. I'm only going to make fun of you for a few moments. Yeah, that's not going to be much. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Turn this back off. There we go. Hey, baby girl. You haven't want to come out of your room tonight. Alfredo, she looks like Miss Muffy. See if I can give you all to get a little ASMR Rosemary purring here. So I'm going to stop talking for a little bit. Hello there, Kevin. I'm not sure if you were on or not earlier, but a big hello to you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Alfredo, Miss Muffy is a channel in Canada, Nova Scotia. She's 26. Rosemary's not that much younger than 26. I mean, we think she's around 18 or so. So well, it's younger, but not incredibly younger. Like I was saying earlier, it seems like Rosemary is not eating as ferociously. It's a big yawn, baby girl. Not as quickly as before. So, like as an example, that green bowl, that was her 5 o'clock meal. So she still has some of it left. So it seems like her eating is starting to slow down a little bit, which is good. Hopefully, that is translating to a lower number, which in turn will mean that she will be able to actually gain weight because her metabolism is not like overclocked. Oh, here's a very quick rant I'm going to talk about very quickly. Daylight savings times. Where I'm originally from, born and raised in the state of Arizona, we don't have daylight savings in that entire state. And I think parts of Indiana, Bruce, correct me if I'm wrong here. I think parts of Indiana, not all of Indiana, also doesn't do daylight saving times as either. Now, I think there are a few states that are talking about getting rid of daylight saving times as well. I personally think that as a country, we should just nationally get rid of daylight savings time because it's not important anymore. I understand back in the day, it was for like farmers and things like that, but I don't think it's a requirement. I don't think it's needed anymore. I think we should just, ban daylight savings time. Just keep the time the same throughout the year. We don't need to like move forward an hour or move backwards an hour, excuse me, anymore. So I think we should get rid of daylight saving. Maya, how does Arizona not have it? It's something they did in their legislation, Maya. They just never adopted daylight savings time. They said we as a state we are not going to do this. We're not going to set our clocks forwards or set our clocks backwards. So it's something that the legislation in the state of Arizona did. Bruce, is it all of Indiana though, or is it just parts of Indiana? Screams. It's from World War I. I think it has something to do with the farmers as well. It's all of Indiana, Bruce. Okay. So her hips look a little bit wider. There's a little bit of thickness there. She's still kind of scrinny. She's still kind of scrawny, but hopefully she is gaining some tenths of ounces, hundreds of ounces. Oh. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. If you are new, this is Rosemary. Rosemary is about 18 or so. She is a deaf kitty cat. She has a thyroid disease. We've lived with her for about 3 years now. She is one of 9 kitty cats that we live with. If you want to know anything new about this channel or more about this channel, please let me know if you are new. I know, Rosie, you ate all of your dry food. You scrunched it up. Dara, everything has changed and supposedly the Earth is moving a little bit faster. Has it? Maybe one day the Earth will spin so fast it'll stop and then we'll all just fly off the Earth and into space and pop like balloons. That's an interesting visual, isn't it? Bruce, I think I did. Can you say it again, Bruce, if you don't mind? I think that's Bruce. I might have been playing around with all the shiny colors and I got distracted. But I'm also scrolling back in chat though, Bruce. Let me see if I can find your comment. I think this goes back a certain distance, like backwards, but not all the way. Hi, honey. I don't see it. All right, let me scroll back up. Okay, Bruce. So the foster kitty, it came from a hoarder's house that has 70 cats. My goodness. Sounds like a person or people that probably had good intentions, but it went wrong probably very fast. And I have an issue, obviously, with that. I mean, I have no problem people trying to help cats, but when you're like overran and you are not taking care of them properly, it's not helping, it's hurting. If you can't manage to feed, to give medical care, all that good stuff, then unfortunately your good intentions are not being, they're not helpful. So if anybody does take on, more than they can, then please seek help, find help. I'm sure there are plenty of places out there, going, that they would be able to pitch in and get those cats out of there and, into a temporary situation and hopefully adopt it out, or a lot of fostering. Maya, are you asking about my job going with the kids? Hi, baby girl. So my job with the kids overall is fine. I am working with one particular student. I'm basically their shadow. They're one-on-one in a way. I do have a bit of a funny story I will let y'all know. So at lunchtime, The kids, they can't sit by each other anymore because supposedly it's too loud. I don't agree with that. I think during lunchtime, kids should be able to sit by each other, and it's going to be loud because lunchtime and recess is one of those few times in a school where kids can actually act like kids and be louder, because they're told to be quiet and stay still in the classroom, basically, the whole day. So I have no problem with a very active, noisy cafeteria. Others have a problem with it. So instead of the kids sitting one by one by one, there's got to be like a seat in between them. And I had to move this one child that I'm kind of working with. I had to move their stuff over because they were going to be sitting next to somebody. They were getting their lunch through the line, right? The cafeteria food line. And they got back there and they just flipped their wig. They lost their ever loving mind. They started ripping up their lunch tray because it's made out of like cardboard, right? And just ripped it into a million pieces. And they threw their chicken because they had like chicken for lunch. They like little chicken, like little meatballs, almost like little chicken balls. They started like ripping them up and like just tossing them on the floor. They had like a little thing of chocolate milk. They opened it up and they poured it down onto the ground. They absolutely. Oh, this isn't a special needs kid, Crazy Fingers. This is just a regular education kid. Probably has some issues though, but they're in regular education. So they lost their ever loving mind. They were forced to clean it up, which is what they need to do. Because I tell you, working in the school system, the inmates run the asylum. Nothing personal, but the inmates run the asylum. Hello there, Aaron, right? Aaron, I do believe Aaron. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully I said that correctly. Big Meanie, what did you say? Your older lady is watching Rosemary with you, and 70 cats is nothing. Check out Furball Farm Cat Sanctuary. 350 cats. Yeah, Big Meanie, but they have like a gigantic room, or they have mini rooms. The situation with the 70 cats, they're probably like living in one house of like 2,000 square feet or something. So these cats are probably like on top of each other. Catitude, the only thing you liked about being in school was the lunch hour. But anyways, more of that kind of ranting coming soon on a different channel. Let me see, Aaron, what were you saying? You watch your cam when bored at work, you get to the two kitties, and all they do is sleep, but when you get home, it is chaos, for sure. Connie, yes, I do plan on sometime in the future creating a new channel. It's either going to be called like ADHD Adam or maybe Ranting Adam. It's going to be about different topics, school, for example, politics, just different type of topics that I'm not going to like share on a cat channel. And I think it's going to be quite interesting. It might offend some people, but such is life. I never got the memo about that 11th commandment, thou shalt not offend. But hey, it's life. The Big Meanie, do I ever think I'll start a Discord. I need to get hooked on phonics there, Big Meanie, again. Do I ever think I'll start a Discord server? I have no idea, the Big Meanie, to be honest with you. I have no idea. Um, I don't know how that works. I may eventually look into it, but who knows? Anyways, I got to check the time here. We are at about an hour or so. So let me finish up with my three things as you all start to say goodbye to Miss Rosemary. to each other and to me, if you so desire, if I've entertained you somewhat over this last hour. Adopt, don't shop. Let's put cat breeders, designer cats, let's put them out of business. We don't need those kind of cats. Um, so we need to stop designer kitties. Adopt, don't shop. Number two, if you are thinking about adopting, please think about adopting a senior cat, an older cat, a special needs cat, if you can. Right? And number three, always advocate, 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 advocate. And those are my three things. The big me, not the big meanie. Where was it at? Who was Crazy Fingers? Friends of Felines Rescue Center works with other animals. Crazy Fingers, is that a place that gives that accepts donations? If it is Crazy Fingers, can you do me a favor and can you send me a comment on a video or an email, whatever, however you want to contact me, and can you let me know? Because it's a place I'll look up, and I'm always looking for places, new places to donate to. Hello there, Sandra. This is Miss Rosemary. Because we don't donate only to just cat only places. We have expanded slightly to some dog places that are only dog, and then also some other places that are like multiple places or multiple animal, like cat, dog, horse, cow, so forth as well. But primarily, though, like 99%, 98% of the places that we're going to keep on donating to is going to be cat rescues, of course, because this is a cat channel, and I am all about the kitties. I appreciate those kind words. You know, that's up to YouTube. That's up to how they want to recommend this channel. I always ask if you know people. Word of mouth is a great way. So if you know people who know people who know people, that is a great way to kind of bypass what YouTube does or doesn't. Because I'm not going to get on this rant. Oh, YouTube is unfair and stuff like that. I think YouTube has its favorites, and I'm not going to do anything about that. That is life. You can't do anything about that. But you know, we can recommend from people that we know, and they know people, and they know people, and so forth. So, anyways, off of that last rant, I'm going to say goodbye. Miss Rosemary is going to purr in my hand. And we will see you all, or most of you, hopefully, on Saturday. Oh, and also do remember, I'm going to put a post on it later towards the end of the week. We will be having our first channel members only live stream on this upcoming Sunday. I don't know the time quite yet. I will still figure out a time. I'm trying to get a time that's going to work, going to be fair for everybody, those in the U.S. and those out in the U.K. and other parts of the world. But we will be having a channel members only live stream on Sunday, and I'm going to be doing those once a month, a half hour to an hour, give or take. Just depends on how things are going. So until then, God bless, take care, and we will, excuse me, we will see hopefully most of you later. And I'm finally going to sign off. All right, goodbye all.